Of course, because we'll stand up as it's played.
Well, I'll do my best. I'll put the mic out there.
I just wonder, Eric, as we'll talk quietly as the national anthem goes through here, just wonder about a big thing. Two players have come back into Thomson's side. Brett Dowie in hospital for a week on a drip. Couldn't play, of course, previously, and he's now back in the side. And also Dan O'Connor, the ball magnet, bad thigh, couldn't play corked last week. He's back in the side. Have they taken a risk, or are they 100% fit?
I think O'Connor, particularly Cookie, will be 100%. I talked to him last week, and if it had been the grand final last week, he'd have played. And he was
good to know from
he was that close. Dowie would be a concern. I'm not a medical person, but having to go into hospital to I've heard about this deep vein thrombosis, which apparently it wasn't all that dissimilar was what he had, and had to basically have things drained and what have you. But if you take part in the grand final, you declare yourself 100% fit, in my view. I just hope that if he's done that, he's not going to let his teammates down, because that's really who's going to be let down at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, you're not a medical person. I once took a nurse out about 3 or 4 times, which made no difference to this commentary whatsoever. But yeah, she was a very handy lady. But I hope that Dowie is right, because he is their best small defender in my book, and just about their best defender. So for Thomson's sake, I hope he is right.
Well, you look at him moving out there. He is part of the group, and looks terrific, I can tell you. And the Thomson side in the white shorts, the Corio side in their traditional red, Laurie, and you sort of forget about the traditional little things about the grand finals, but here they are, both sides in their very final preparations now.
Here's tradition. 2 kids running off Corio, all fully dressed, young kids. One's got 4 on his back and one's got 10. The O'Toole boys, they're there to support the dads, I'm tipping.
Yeah, they'd have to be, wouldn't they? And that really, you haven't seen a lot of that going on for a long, long time. But
mascots.
Both sides getting prepared now as Laurie dive. There might be a ball coming our way, but it'll be interesting to see, Laurie, the initial matchups, and I think...
Yeah, I'll try and pick most of them up, Eric, if I can.
You talk about Chad Rivet starting in the ruck, you guys. He started on the bench.
So was Eamon Charles.
And Ashley McNamara.
So
there's the first shock for you, Laurie.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually pencil him as a ruckman, because I thought there might be a bit of carrying on there with Chad. I just don't see the point in that, having him on the bench. He's a big boy. If they win the toss, he can take a couple of grabs in the goal square. You can't take a grab off the bench.
Well, who's going to start at full forward?
Well, that'll be the interesting aspect now. Would they go for a young Jed Potter?
Yes, possibly.
Go for the big grab up forward. He's a young enthusiast.
Barry O'Toole's going to full forward.
Grand final is underway. Tapped down by Russell Grigg. Goes to Lazarick. He kicks forward. Picked up by Savanka. Handball forward for Corio. Cornwall runs onto the football. He's picked it up on centre wing. Hooks it into the full forward area. Going back with a flight of the football is Bowman. Drops the mark. O'Toole Barry comes in to help him out. Aaron Bradley picks it up for Thomson. Handball to nobody. It's gone to Cornwall. He hooks it back inboard, and there's Aitchison at centre half back. Takes the saving mark for Thomson. Aitchison now kicks towards centre wing. Big pack of players in front of our broadcast position. Picked up by Leslie. He's run into the fence, and there's a little bit being said off the football. As
Barrett and Mickey Mostert almost coming to blows there.
Well, the free kick has gone to Leslie, who was pushed into the fence there by Mostert, and Tom Harriott came in to have a word or two to say, but the ball continues within the arms of Russell Grigg. Gone to half forward. There's a Hood in the play early again this week. Takes the mark on half forward flank into the corridor. Big high fly there. The high fly was from Johnny Cousins, but the free kick's going to Nick Maharis. And interesting, because this was the sort of start we had in the second semi. Nick didn't get the free kick. Today he has. So the man on the mark's 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. And after 1 minute of play, Thomson have a shot on goal with their captain, Nick Maharis. A lot of pushing and shoving in a lot of positions around the ground. So a lot of feeling as Nick Maharis moves in. Good looking kick from Maharis. There's the first score of the grand final. It's gone to Thomson. It's a goal off the boot of Nick Maharis. And on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, Thomson a goal, Corio yet to score, and we've been playing a minute and a half.
Yeah, well, it's a good goal to Nick Maharis there, and that'll do him good, because I don't think he's been right on song in these final series, and if they can get him to fire up, it would certainly be a benefit for the Corio side. But there's a good work down here from Bradley again. He was good last week. There was a nice handball out there. Didn't quite find his target, but he worked hard around the boundary line to keep it in play. That was what it's all about.
I reckon he's been good 2 weeks in a row, Bradley. He's provided with some good run off half back, and no difference there. And we believe we're back on the air on 94.7 The Pulse. Fred will no doubt tell us down the line as the ball comes out of the centre. Chance for Corio to push it forward. Lazarick in there, waits for the ball to come. It doesn't get to him. The ball was thrown away there by Joshua Coley.
Kicking in danger, I think, the decision.
Okay, it looked like he threw it out, but okay, it was a kick. Gives a hand pass to Tommy Harriott, who runs from the defensive side of the centre, kicks towards half forward. Steve Rickett, the fist was effective, got it down. Matty King got a little toe poke out. Wasn't a real good kick, but he found Andrew Williams. He got it out to Cornwall out there wide at half centre wing. His kick is okay. Gary Rickett's got it. He's got it forward of the centre wing. Kicks one, running with the flight of the football. Good mark taken. That was well judged too. Corio player took that one beautifully, went down the forward.
Johnny Bolchevic it was.
Thank you very much. Bolchevic got it forward. The ball knocked away. Sabali Armstrong was there. Swooping on the leather down there for Corio is Rick Lazarick. Kicks it cleverly backwards and finds a teammate, or centred the ball really. And I think that's Williams, is it?
Andrew Williams.
And he's taken the mark, and he wouldn't be more than 30 metres out from goal, directly in front. Corio got the chance to answer that challenge that Thomson put up to them with the goal to Nick Maharis in the first couple of minutes.
So if this is an indication of how the game's going to go, very quick movement of the football. Andrew Williams on the left foot. He's kicked his first goal and tied the game up. 1 goal apiece. Thomson and Corio. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 3.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, there was a good effort from Johnny Bolchevic over there before to get that there. He could be a danger for him today on this forward line here, scouting around there. Sabali Armstrong worked hard to get the foot. He just couldn't get enough penetration on the kick to get to the boundary line and allow Lazarick to get in and kick the ball into the hot spot, exactly where Williams will be most of the day.
Good experience from Lazarick. Didn't panic, did he? Had a look before he centred the footy, found the target.
And he's running with Highland too, by the way.
Interesting forward set up for Corio, Laurie. But in the middle, it's Grigg. Gets a tap down. Williams, he pinched it. They're working very hard. Dan O'Connor picks it up. Handball to Aitchison, who's running past. He gets it onto the right foot going wide. Mark dropped out there. That was by Noel Riley. He hooks it around the body. I don't know. Well, Nick Maharis was leading out there. The ball at ground level. Hood, very quick. He really made a path there for Nick Maharis with his speed, got the body out, and very close to the boundary line, 20 metres from goal. It now has been forced over the line, and we'll have a throw in. Almost 5 minutes gone, first quarter, goal apiece. And the ball is 20 metres from the behind post for Thomson as it comes in now. Gage outnumbered 2-1 there by Stephen Rickett, particularly hit the ball down. Timmy Gardner, showed the ball to Ricky O'Toole, ran around him, hooked it on the right foot going goalwards. Unfortunately, he missed everything, out of bounds on the full. And at 5 minutes into the first quarter, a goal apiece, free kick Corio.
Okay, interesting stuff here because Aaron Bradley's playing at full back on Barry O'Toole, and Andrew Aitchison always plays at full back. He's up at centre half back, picking up Robbie Walton. Now, Corio bring that ball with that free kick out. Up went Collins, couldn't take the mark, it spilled off his hands, back of the pack, Harriott receives the hand pass, it's okay, turns around, straightens up on the right foot, goes into the forward zone, backing back Jay Cousins, shows all the experience that he's got, he takes the mark as he falls backwards to the ground, goes in towards the centre, had to be a good kick, wasn't as good as he wanted. Bowman might get the recipient of this lucky bounce. He runs onto the back of the pack, the kick though from Bowman is smothered by Dowie, comes back towards Brett Dowie, dives on top of the footy, ridden into the ground, the umpire
he's in trouble,
holding the ball. He looked to get one a bit high initially, but he did hold the ball in, so perhaps the umpire was correct on that occasion.
Umpire on the wrong side, though. He went in pretty hard with the knees, I thought, Bowman.
Well, yeah, it could have been that way. That's that McNamara. No, it's Gary Rickett who punt kicks the ball towards centre half forward. No one able to take the mark. Back of the pack there, Steve Rickett, little kick around the body. Went into the forward pocket. Bradley's got it. Got a hand pass away. Steve Rickett playing the wrong end of the ground. Kicked off the ground again by Bradley. I had to check there for a minute. I thought I got it wrong, but I had it right for a change, Eric. And couple of kicks off the ground by Bradley. He's brought it outside the defensive 50. Thomson repelling that attack. It's 1 goal apiece from the first quarter, brought to us by Victory Trophies.
And the ball out of bounds with Bradley all of a sudden finds himself loose in the back half. You've got to find a man as the ball now picked up there by Coley for Thomson. Long kick from half back, well over the wing. Gage runs onto the footy. Cousins beats him to it, but between the two of them, it's off their feet and over the boundary line, not on the full. The ball will be thrown in half forward flank for Thomson. Kicking to the northern end in this first quarter. Corio to the Buckley's end. There's Barry O'Toole, who'd been involved in the contest on the wing, gets himself back to full forward from the throw-in. It came down to Cousins. He comes back onto the football after being dispossessed. Nice left foot kick out to Stephen Rickett on centre wing on his own. Not a good kick, but well done by Dowie. He's fit, there's no doubt. He's chased the ball very strongly, looking for the safety of the boundary. Probably nothing more deliberate, but he's got away with it.
Did it well.
As the ball has gone 35 metres over the boundary line for a throw-in. 7.5 minutes gone first quarter. 1 goal apiece, ball out of bounds, centre wing.
Boundary umpire puts it back into play. Grigg the front position. Walton from the side. Grigg actually hit him in the scone after it hit his hand. Cornwall got a hand pass away. Taken away from him by Harriet. Harriet kicks the ball around the outer side of the ground. Steve Rickett, he's been all over the place. He takes the mark at half-back flank on the outer side of the ground. Straightens up now. Goes for the centre of the ground. I don't know who he's looking for. Perhaps it was Gary Rickett. It wasn't a good kick. It didn't get to him. At ground level, Lazarick is in there. So too is, that might be Timmy Gardner.
Timmy Gardner was.
That pack. And Gary Rickett over the top of him. And they get up and hand the ball back. It might have been Dowie actually in the finish.
Johnny Mitchell.
Johnny Mitchell had 3 goes. Strike 3, you're out. It was Johnny Mitchell in the finish. Up they go. Savanka taken out of the air by the big fella Grigg. Slapped away though by Corio towards their half forward line. Here comes O'Coley. Picks it up. Kicks it back in towards the centre. Diving mark attempted. Not taken there. Leslie makes a great challenge there. Might have been on Williams. We'll wait till he gets up the bottom of that pack. Ball up decision, right in the centre of the ground where the game started. It started at 0-0. It's now 6 points apiece on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
So that umpire puts it in the air once again. Up high, Savanka gets the tap down. Armstrong can't handle it. Ooh, there's some strong tackling in the middle there. There's a whistle on play. The free kick is going to Jed Potter, it looks like, for Corio in the middle of that pack.
He copped it. Don't worry about that.
Did he? Right, good call. There's Potter now. Goes towards centre half forward. Not really such a good kick. Oh, almost a great mark. Denneman for Thomson. Follows up. Paddles the ball forward to Grigg. His handball is intercepted. Denneman's again in the hell without the footy. Comes out to Aitchison. Does well. Over to O'Connor. O'Connor now. He gets the foot to the football towards half forward. Big pack of play. Oh, Gage up high behind the pack. Can't take the mark. Rickett, Stephen. He's dispossessed. Now they're diving in after the football. Umpire not allowing a pack to form there as he's put the whistle on play. Half forward flank for Thomson. On the outer side, kicking to the northern end this first quarter. A goal apiece, 9.5 minutes gone.
Timmy Gardner severely dealt with in that confrontation. Didn't do the block, got up, got the ball, the umpire. Well done, Timmy. Here comes King. He's taken out of the play, though. A hip and shoulder coming the other way. Stacks on the middle again. Cousins is in there at the base of the pack. Nick Maharis and Timmy Gardner, as you expect, is also on the base of the pack. Ball up decision, just short of centre half forward with Thomson into attack. 6 points apiece on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. Up they go. Savanka might have got that one out. He got it out the side of the pack. Here's a chance there for Williams trying to crash his way. Lazarick it was. Tried to crash his way through. Picked up by Ricky O'Toole. He's tackled. Got a hand pass away to Savanka. Too hot for Savanka to handle. Tried to push the ball around the body. Did so. Little kick off the ground there. Goes back in the direction of O'Connor, who intercepts. Got a hand pass back towards Nick Mahiris. Runs onto the football. Tackled. Loses it. Was it high? The umpire said.
Just about took the head off the shoulders. Little high.
Say so. And Nick Maharis takes the free kick outside centre half forward for Thomson.
So Maharis now looking for options up forward. The only goal kicker for Thomson so far. There's a strong lead from Leslie, a little bit too early perhaps. As Maharis now, Nick will go for the long kick towards centre half forward. Oh, up high Bowman at the back of Harriet there, but at ground level there's Gardner. Handball back to Harriet. He tries to break a tackle, gets it to Gardner. Lovely handball out to Hood. Hood off a steps, gone goalwards. That's a terrific team goal for Thomson off the boot of Brent Hood, and that's his first goal for the day. Gives Thomson the lead. 2 goals 12. Lead Corio 1 goal 6. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 11 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, there's no reason why they hadn't him in the team all year. He hasn't trained, obviously, but he's been training these final preparations, and he's a very valuable member out there now. When he's on the ground, he's crumbing. He's very, very good, and he likes a goal.
And it was a courageous goal too, because he got belted as he kicked that, and had he missed, he might well have got another kick, but it went sailing through. So Thomson have got their second on the board. As Eric said, we've played nearly 11.5 minutes of this first term, and up they go. No one really conclusive in that knockout competition. Went towards Harriet, he couldn't handle it. Out of the centre go Corio through Cornwall, goes down towards half forward, bouncing ball, loose. Bradley again kicks it off the ground. He's done that, he done it again. Bradley's had 4 kicks, the ball been off the ground, and he's found the sanctuary of the boundary line at half back flank. Thomson repelling that attack there. It's outside 50. It's probably 65 metres out from Corio's goal. They're going to the Buckley's end of the ground in the first term.
Bradley probably had a problem there. 3 Corio players descending on him. I don't blame him for kicking off the ground, as Coley does when the ball hit the ground from that throw-in. He also kicks it off the ground and has found the safety of the boundary. Just forward of centre wing, in front of the big tent over there with the Corio colours around it. The atmosphere here is just sensational. Huge crowd, everybody enjoying the game so far. 12 minutes gone, 2-1 in favour of Thomson. Big punch forward there by Russell Grigg. Players run hard at the footy, pick it up. They, immediately pick it up as Ricky O'Toole punches the ball toward the boundary, and we'll have another throw in. Half forward flank now for Thomson. Moving the ball slowly but surely forward in this first quarter, and I guess, Laurie, if anything, kicking slightly against the breeze.
Yeah, just marginally, I would say. It was Armstrong, wasn't it?
It was. Armstrong got the ball as a result of that throw-in. He was tackled as he kicked the football. He's found the safety of the boundary again. And at 13 minutes in the first quarter, Thomson 2 goals, lead Corio 1 goal.
Just a little bit of stalemate on the far side of the ground. Goes back into play. Gage. Up goes Gage. Got that one down the ground. Didn't really get to a teammate though. Ground level. Highland waiting for a free kick, and the umpire said not having any. Spuddy going crook too as the ball went over the boundary line, and it's a boundary throw in. And again, Savanka and Gage will do battle. Interesting to see Gage and Grigg are both on the ground at the start of it. Gage got the knockdown, and then beautiful knock over the top by Timmy Gardner. Got it further afield. Gardner went after it again. Is that a throw? No, it's legal. Right foot.
Oh, it's Christian Ireland.
I think that's
Christian Ireland.
He's kicked we've seen some amazing goals in the final series from that pocket over there. It must be easy to kick him over there, because he's kicked that from the boundary line. Great kick from Highland, and Thomson got their third on the board there. 3 goals straight. Corio 1 goal straight. The margin 12 points on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
What you haven't said though, Cookie, it was no more than a foot off the ground. It was all the way along the ground.
Well, Rick Lazaruk is running with Christian Highland. That's his first kick and the first goal for the game, so that's a good effort. But there was a lot of little 1%ers in that little passage of play there as well. Little gives, little push, and he did exactly that. So Russell Grigg's doing a pretty good job in the ruck as well.
So ball up in the middle once again. Grigg, clear tap down. Ricky O'Toole, he ran past it, allows Williams to pick it up, chips it forward. Found Cornwall. Cornwall's had a bit of the footy early. Handball quickly to that was Collins. He goes towards half forward flank. Barry O'Toole tried to get his opponent out of the contest. He allows Bowman to pick it up. Oh, great defensive work there by Johnny Mitchell for Thomson. Smothered the kick off the boot over the boundary line. Another forward move for Corio, thwarted. 40 metres from the goal line. It
was a great smother too, because he was hooking it back into the corridor, into the goal square in fact, and somehow Johnny Mitchell got a hand up. And he did right in the middle of the wrist, and over the boundary line it went. Boundary throw in. Bradley does the ruck work. Flicked out over the back by Lazaruk. Attempted kick off the ground for Thomson. In trouble for Aitchison. Playing okay early. Got a little kick on the boot round the corner there. Put Bradley under a bit of pressure. Tackle. Dropped the ball. Line.
Good call, Cookie.
He didn't. He thought he was hoping to go out of bounds, and it didn't get there. And Williams will take the free kick. He's outside 50. He's on the grandstand side in the Buckley's right-hand forward pocket. He's got a lead. Was that Potter giving him the lead there? It wasn't. It was Collins. Could have gone to him. He was 20 metres in front of his opponent. He eventually kicks to Cousins, who's well up the ground. He has to kick it round the body quickly because it didn't carry.
Very lucky there, Riley.
Paid a free kick. It's gone the way of Thomson. So Grigg gets the advantage, and he punt kicks it long, right to the centre of the ground. Here comes Matthew King. Can he pick it up? He does. Flipped it out to Mustard. Mickey Mustard under a bit of pressure. Got one out to Cornwall. Cornwall's kick is okay. Savanka takes the mark. He's forward to the centre wing at the grandstand side. He kicks from the forward pocket. Up they go. Beautiful mark. Back with the float of the football. Somali Armstrong, a beauty in defence. Right over the top that time of Jed Potter.
So Armstrong now, last line of defence for Thomson. As Cookie described, magnificent mark, and now looking for options. Called to play on by the umpire. Chips it towards the centre of the ground. Dowie takes the mark for Thomson. Now looking for options. All kicked into the man on the mark. But, luckily, Dan O'Connor's there ahead of the mark and dives on the football. It's in the air. Big tap forward, Gary Rickett. Grigg runs hard at the footy. Oh, got to be a free kick. Michael Bowman jumped off the ground to tackle him and got him very high over the shoulder.
Down. He had him labelled too.
He did. Well, there's a player on his own on half forward flank. It's Riley. He's tackled immediately. Took too long to get rid of the football. Collins does well. Handball to Cousins. Cousins for Corio towards half forward. Up high Dowie ahead of his opponent there in Potter. He does well though, Potter. Tackle Armstrong, and there's Gary Rickett. Smothers off the boot. Now we've got Harriet on the left foot towards half forward. In front, Gage. Oh, maybe nearly a free kick to Gage. Not paid by the umpire. Ricky O'Toole looking for, hasn't had many touches just yet, but there's a free kick. Advantage paid to Corio. Goes to Savenka. Kicks long to half forward. Barry O'Toole. He can't get in front of Aaron Bradley, and that's terrific work, Aaron Bradley. I reckon, Laurie, Barry O'Toole's wasted down there.
Yep, I agree with you.
Bradley doing a super job, kicks it out short and diving forward. Dowie takes the mark. His legs all right, don't worry about that. He might have been on the drip for a week. I've been on the drip for a week myself, but in a different sort of a drip. Kicks the ball back over the top there, too far for Collins. The ball's relayed now towards the half-forward line. Gage is half a chance. King back there with him, worried him out of it and pushed the ball towards the boundary line, and out of bounds it goes.
Quarter-time GFL preliminary final, North Shore 5-3, Newtown and Chilwell 2-3.
As the boundary umpire gets set to throw it back into play, it's sort of half-forward flank, far side of the ground. Thomson into attack as up they go, and this time Steve Rickett might have won that knockdown. He did. O'Connor flipped out the hand pass, got it there to the big fella in Timmy Gardner. He fired it up. That's Christian Highland. He runs inside the 50. Can he kick another one from that pocket? He missed the whole shooting match that time. He got a goal before, but he got absolutely sweet Fatty Adams that time. It's out of bounds.
Hit the behind post on the full. Free kick goes to Mostert for Corio. His kick very close to the boundary, but marked by Collins just inside the line. So on half-back flank now, Corey Collins for Corio to take the ball further forward, taking a long time to kick the footy. Now he's kicked it towards centre wing. Ricky O'Toole in front, just got away from Dan O'Connor marginally there.
First kick for Ricky O'Toole.
And he's taken the mark. Centre wing, just backward of centre wing. Now kicks it along the flank. Lovely kick, beautiful position. Gary Rickett, nobody within 25 metres of him. He gets the lead there from Barry O'Toole. Oh, dropped the mark he perhaps would have normally taken. Now he's got to beat a couple of opponents as he gets swung, kicks the football.
Great
and
pass.
Robbie Walton running with the flight of the football has taken the mark. Great pass. There's Cookie. Oh, shocking kick from him, and courage there. Christian Highland takes the mark, plays on now. Perhaps didn't need to play on. Now the turnover. Lazaric to Bolshevik. Bolshevik inside 50. Terrible kick from Bolshevik. It's gone toward the boundary, and it's still in play because Bradley for Thomson's picked it up. He's kicked it to a lead from Boundary Road, out on the full, and the ensuing free kick will go to Jed Potter for Corio.
A few mistakes there. Barry O'Toole tried to do too much, and so too did Dan O'Connor after he received it. Could have steadied things down, let the play on, lost the footy. Thomson a little lucky to get out of it with no score there. The ball comes back in, and a good mark taken by Tommy Harriott in the back pocket for Thomson. He just steadies things down a bit now, kicks high towards the line. Outside half-back he goes. Up goes Savanka, can't take the mark. Gage plays the roving roll at the back of the pack beautifully for Thomson. He picks it up, steadies, kicks the ball better than he's kicked it in the last few weeks. That's a good kick and a good mark taken by Nick Maheras. He'll break away to the left foot as he breaks through the centre of the ground. Left foot kick from Maheras. Wasn't all that flash, but Todd McLeod's good enough to run on the water. Todd McLeod picks up, he straightens up from 20 metres out straight in front, and he has put it through for a minor score.
Bad miss that one. That's the first behind of the game to either side. 3-1-19 Thomson, 1 goal, 6 Corio. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes gone. Huge kick there from Ruck, almost the centre of the ground. Mark taken there by Savanka, and Corio perhaps need to do a bit more, Laurie.
Yes, I do, Eric. There's no doubt about that. They're trying. Thompson just doing the 1%ers that help the important things in finals.
Well, Bannerman came over the top, and he did beautifully defending the football, but picked up by Bowman at ground level. He kicks one to the square. Bradley's back there with Barry O'Toole. Again, Bradley wins the battle, kicks the ball out wide. He's had 5 kicks, and they've all gone out of bounds. He's doing a great job down there, Aaron Bradley.
And he's too quick for Barry O'Toole, which is surprising me.
He's basically kept Barry O'Toole kickless, and that's why my suggestion would be Laurie should be better off on the ball.
Well, Barry's had 1 kick, Eric, so you're not far off the mark.
Ball thrown in now, half forward flank for Corio. Walton does the ruck work, beaten there by, that was Andrew Aitchison doing the ruck work, and the ball goes a little forward for Thomson. Now there's a pack of players just outside forward 50 for Corio, and the umpire has called for the ball, and we'll have a ball up. 21 minutes gone, first quarter. 3-1-19 Thomson, Corio, 1 goal, 6.
On the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, up goes Savanka, does his own robe into his ruck work. Now little toe poke comes out of the pack. Charge for Thomson here, picked up there by the big fella in Gardner. Hand passes to the running other big fella in Grigg. And Grigg thumps it long towards half forward. A very quick hand pass from Maheras. He copped one, play on the call. Chopped up at half back, that looks like Rickett. He's in a bit of trouble. Did he get a hand pass away? The umpire said he did. At ground level, picked up here by Ross Panther. He kicks the ball in towards the goal square. King from behind. He judged it better than anyone else, and Matty King took a beautiful believing mark for the Corio Devils. He's got a few options. He picks out Cousins at centre half back, who takes the mark 30 metres away. Cousins just set this up in the air, set it up there for Greg, who comes over the top and thumps it away from Williams to Highland. Highland goes on the right foot round the body. The kick's okay, and the mark is taken in the forward line for Thomson. And played on very quickly, and Panther takes the mark.
Hood took the mark. He's having a bit of the footy again.
And he found Panther in a better position, just about 35, perhaps 40 metres out from goal, directly in front.
3 kicks, 1 goal for Hood.
4 kick from Johnny Cousins. He went for Williams, and he set it up the air for that long that Russell Grigg, who's not the quickest bloke of all time, had minutes to get there and thump it away.
Now, Tommy Harriet coming off the ground. That'll be interesting as Panther now moves in. Directly in front. That's a good looking kick from Panther. I tell you what, the goal umpire's moved a little bit, but the crowd like it. Goal umpire now likes it. Ross Panther kicks his first for the grand final, and that's the 4th for Thomson. Good
Great
start
for Thomson.
4-1-25. Lead Corio 1 goal 6. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 22.5 minutes gone. I would suggest, Laurie, not the scoring in.
No, exactly right. Thomson are doing the hard bits at the moment, the hard yards. They're working hard around the pack. Their work around the scrimmage has been very good. Ricky O'Toole is going to now change with Barry O'Toole. Tom Harriet leaving the field, that's a little bit of a strange one for me. He's had 6 kicks, so it'd have to be a pit stop, I hope. Didn't look like there was too much wrong with him when he walked off.
How do you spell that? P-I-T-T or?
P-I-T.
Okay, P-I-T. Back into the centre, up they go. The ball comes Thompson's way. Gardner again got a hand pass out of the pack. He's playing well, got it to O'Connor. O'Connor went to Mitchell. Mitchell did a bit of stripe, got it back. Williams lays a great tackle, and we'll have a ball up decision midway between the centre and the wing and the grandstand side of the ground.
Just one missed handball or an incorrect handball puts them under all sorts of trouble in a game like this.
Gee, I've liked Timmy Gardner's game so far. He's done a lot of good stuff in tight. The ball is knocked forward here for Corio towards the big fella in Walton. Can he pick it up? He can. He got a hand pass away to Mostert. Mostert threw one over the top. It was okay. Collins got a bit of space to run. He doesn't mind a run either. Corey Collins kicks it down to the forward zone. Ricky O'Toole got rid of Bradley. Ricky O'Toole runs into the open goal and responds in the positive for the Corio Devils.
So that move obviously has paid dividends already. First goal to Ricky, second goal to Corio. They're 2 goals 12. Lead trail Thomson 4-1-25. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 24 minutes gone, and the difference. Ricky a little bit quicker.
A little bit quicker, yeah, was able to use his experience as well, and a little bit of muscle, pushed him off the ball.
Done.
Just beautifully done. And
nothing illegal in it, Laurie.
Within the rules.
When you've been playing footy as long as Ricky, that's your bread and butter stuff, and it makes easy kicking goals. Then you had to turn around and he could run in and kick an easy goal.
So Corio 2 goals straight, 12 points. Thomson a 4-1-25. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. We've travelled 24.5 minutes of the first term.
Grigg gets a tap down to O'Connor. He's immediately claimed, gets a handball back to Grigg. He perhaps pulled off the football. Riley comes in, immediately tackled by 3, and that's the traditional gang tackle there. Had absolutely nowhere to go. Couldn't get rid of the football either. So the umpire said, we'll have a ball up as we tick now into time on in the first quarter, with the umpire to put the ball in the air once again. Grigg and Savanka, 50-50 on that occasion. Gary Rickett gets a handball over the top, but pushed along the ground for Thomson. Handball finally comes to Dowie. Dowie towards half forward flank. Matt McNamara, he gets the footy. Well, he's tackled, gets rid of it. Comes by hand to O'Connor, to Hood. Hood goes goalwards once again. It's going to land just inside the field of play. Went right across the face of goal, and the ball out of bounds. 5 metres from the behind post, deep in the attacking area for Thomson. Kicking to the northern end in this first quarter.
Good to see Big Greg, hands and knees, got the ball out there with a hand pass. Well done, big fellow. Ball back into play. Gage goes up as a fresh air shot at it. Comes down to the ground. Is a chance for Williams of Corio. He pushed the ball across towards the boundary line. Did it get through for a minor score?
Yes, it did.
I think
Rushed.
it did.
Yes, I think they were happy to concede on that occasion, Corio. 4-2-26 Thomson. 2 goals 12 for Corio. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 26 minutes gone. So we're in red time in the first quarter.
Is that Barry O'Toole kicking in?
No,
Yep.
Danny Ruck.
That's Ruck, is it? Okay.
Oh, it doesn't kick it too well.
Wasn't a good one at all.
Straight to Christian Island.
Kristen Hile in front of the pack, and Matty King won't let him go. Surely, there is probably an argument for 50 metres in that situation. Highland had a player loose further forward. But the umpire doesn't take that into account, obviously. So Highland now, inside 50. That's a lovely pass. Oh, Adam Leslie probably had 3 to boot there. The lead had to be perfect. The kick had to be perfect.
And the kick wasn't, but he still marked it.
And that he made it good. So terrific work, Adam Leslie. The man on the mark, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. and a big opportunity here, close to quarter time, for Thomson to get another score. It's Leslie now. Moves in. Good looking approach. Good looking kick also. Weaves its way back right through the middle. Adam Leslie's kicked his first, and he might well be a danger man before the game is over. That's the fifth for Thomson. Great start for them, 5-2-32. Lead Corio, 2 goals, 12 Victory Trophies first quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, you both boys called it beautifully. There was a bit of a gutsy kick in there. Had to be spot on from Highland, and it was. Sometimes you can come undone there, but Leslie was good at that as well. He made their mark, and he's a beautiful kick on goal. So he could be a worry to Corio, as you said, Eric.
Well, Corio trying to cause a mismatch. They brought Potter the tall off and brought Charles on. Now we've got Armstrong on the smaller Charles, so it'll be interesting to see how they go.
Back into the centre, up they go, and that one was run down by Savanka. He got it down to the ground but couldn't get into the centre. Player tackled there, Dowie lost the foot, he had it in the middle there for a minute. Williams got it, got a hand pass away to Mostert, put him under pressure. He's good enough to get one further afield. It's okay, he found Ricky O'Toole. That wasn't Ricky O'Toole at all. He got the ball forward, the mark chopped off beautifully there by Savali Armstrong. Hand pass to Bradley, goes towards half-back. Bowman over the top of the good fist, over the top of Mitchell. Forces the ball towards the boundary line. Was any in the back decisions? No, there wasn't. The umpire says, I'll throw the ball back into play. That might have been Mickey Mostert that came out of the centre there a minute ago.
Yeah, I think it was, David.
Okay, back into play it goes. Gage got the hand pass after taking the ball all away. It's okay, said the umpire. Savali Armstrong pushed as he kicked, but he got it up towards the centre wing. And Lee Savanka backing back, takes a nice mark. As Panther and Timmy Gardner were coming at him, stood his ground and took one right on the centre wing. Corio need a goal badly before quarter time. He goes looking for Ricky O'Toole, who's up from behind. Two grabs! Umpire didn't pay it, play on. So he grabs the ball, swings onto the left foot.
If you don't mind.
And Magic Ricky's kicked the beauty.
So that you don't get many better than that. Ricky O'Toole at full forward at the moment. Wasn't paid the mark. Brilliant left foot kick from 35. Landed in the goal square. Through it went. Goal number 3 to Corio. 3 goals, 18. They trail Thomson 5-2-32. Victory Trophies first quarter scoreboard, 29 minutes gone.
Yeah, it was a bit of magic again, wasn't it? And there's going to be a bit of a worry down there now. They'll be happy if Barry goes back there for a bit of a spell.
But twice he's kicked 2 goals.
Well, they can't do much better than that. And they're giving him plenty of space to run into, which is very good. And the way they're set up at the moment, it's hard to get back and help.
In the middle, Greg. Gage, in fact, doing the ruck work. Down to Gardner. Handball quickly to Highland. Can they answer straight away? Thompson. Beautiful kick. Beautiful lead from Nick Maharis. Now he's got Leslie. No, he decides he might have a shot at goal. It's going to be a long kick from Nick Maharis. It's a beautiful kick. Nobody's back. And is that...
Now Adam Edwards deciding here.
Noel Riley, is it? I think it's Noel Riley's come in, and maybe if he'd let it go, it could have been a goal, but the mark is taken adjacent to the goalpost, so he's on a terrible angle. And
the ball could get stuck here, Eric.
It could. Well,
siren, so he can't run around.
He can't run around because that's then play on. So now has to have the shot at goal. He's got to run straight. So Noel Riley about to move in. Will be a very good kick if he's got. I tell you what, that is a magnificent goal to Noel Riley after the siren at quarter time. And that has made a very good first quarter for Thomson, because at quarter time, Thomson are 6 goals to 38. They lead Corio 3 goals, 18. Goal kickers for Thomson, all single goal kickers. Adam Leslie, Nick Maharis, Ross Panther, Noel Riley, Brent Hood and Christian Highland. For Corio, Ricky O'Toole is 2, Andrew Williams has 1. So that's at quarter time, 3 goals straight Corio, 6-2-38 Thomson. We'll go to a break.